Hello everyone, it's Jin'taan here, and I don't actually need to introduce the idea behind this content because the version of me that's on screen right now will be doing that in a couple of seconds. But what I did want to talk about here briefly is a quandary that I ran into whilst trying to edit this, and that's that there was two real approaches I could take. And what I chose to do here was go for the first option, which is just to cut out like the 20 to 30 minutes of best content from the stream, package that together and put that in a video to send out to you guys. But the other way that I've thought about how to do this is just to do a more dedicated after action report, or I guess a recap session of what I did during that week's stream. So if that's something that you would prefer, feel free to let me know in comments. I'll probably trial it out next week. But anyway, with that said, I'll let you get on with the video. Alright, so this is something I've wanted to do for a little bit of time, and what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be starting EVE Online from complete scratch. This isn't something I've really sat down and tried to come up with some sort of optimal strategy for, because I think that ruins just a little bit of the fun of it. But what we are going to do is just create a new character and go through the early stages of the game as they happen, and yeah, we'll see what that's like, I guess. It's been a long time since I've been through the tutorial. Last time I went through was in like 2016, so it'll be fun to see what's changed. Yeah, we're going to start with the Galante, because I like the Galante the best of all the races. Drones are pretty great. No real reason though, you can actually pick any race and it'll give you the exact same ability to go into whatever skills. I think it's like a day's difference between the races, which is not much in the grand scheme of things, at least in terms of EVE grand scheme of things. What sub-race to be, though? I think we'll just go for the Antaki. Why not? Pod people are cool. I guess the question is, do I be a monstrosity or not? I'm going to try not to. I'm going to cycle through a few faces, though. That's pretty good.
A few moments later.
Might actually just reroll that. Yeah, I've ruined that face. It's a good look though. There we go. That's a good one. We're gonna shift that around though. There we go. That one's good. I like that. These are the things I think that actually determine what extra skills you get, so that'll do. I don't remember what they actually do specifically offhand. Oh, I got caps lock on. There we go. Is that available? Hell yeah. So we're going to go into the game as stale bong water, because I'm a child who has only one sense of humour. So let's see what the tutorial's like, I suppose. Oh, also I've re-enabled the OG Eve soundtrack, because you can do that, which is great. Oh god. Right. Sure. Investigate a distress sequence. Oh, they've all walked away. Things blown up. Cool, we'll go towards that. Right. We'll turn our afterburner. That makes us go faster. I'm sure this is all pretty basic stuff for people who are used to EVE, but you never know. So you can click on that in your just in space and just approach it. You also use this menu, which we're going to make a little bigger because that is way too small on my screen. I'm surprised they don't teach you how to move all this stuff. Right. Ship's overview. Cool. And just on cue, there's our first enemy to kill. Awesome. What's the range on this? Okay, so we're a relatively short-ranged ship right now. We only have about a couple of thousand meters of range. Yeah, not much to this segment. You're just trying to get through the very, very early parts of it. Just shooting people. You can also use your keyboard, by the way. You don't have to click on stuff with the mouse like I'm doing. If you press F1 or F2, that'll activate the appropriate thing. I'm going to look inside the wreck. Alright, now it wants us to move away. We can do that, but looting is always important. Just hit the loot all button, puts in our cargo, done. We can actually bring that up permanently. Let's do that now. So this is our cargo. This will tell us how much we've got in there. You can also move this around. You can also move it up to the top if you really want to, but I tried doing that for a while and it just really tripped me out. I couldn't handle it. It's too new for me. Too spooky. Yeah. You don't have to use the right-click menu as well. You can use this, the radial menu, which is technically a bit better for that sort of thing. You can also set your defaults here, which is what I do when I'm in PvP. There we go, we'll go back and loot those wrecks as well. Something we're also going to do is we're going to check our skills. Now, for people who aren't super familiar, skills in EVE, they train in real time, and you don't lose progress in skills if you die, or if you stop playing the game, or if you swap to another skill. So it's always worth just having something training, even if you're not really sure what you want to do. And we aren't really sure what we're going to do at this point in the game, because I haven't decided yet. There we go. Right, let's go to the agency. Let's check.
Skill training completed.
Ooh. Okay. So the next thing, I suppose.
Drive active.
Next little mission. But yeah, for now we'll just train some spaceship command. There's probably some, yeah, here's some smaller skills that we can train as well. These are just skills that you're gonna use pretty much no matter what you end up doing later on in the game. Like all of these support skills are something you're gonna want to max out over time. But we have 1 million SP to spend because we started using a buddy link. But that'll take us some time to really get to. You can't even if you have 1 million SP, there's only so many skills you can spend it on, and you want to try and spread it out well. So you can do a lot of things better, rather than one thing really better. Yep. We're just shooting the target closest to us, and then we'll shoot the target further away from us, just like it tells us to. Yeah, these things should be relatively easy to take care of. Again, just keep them at range 1000, do our DPS. I don't think we can overheat yet, so... If we had a slightly better skills, we'd actually be able to lock them all up, but we don't. Alright, so this thing in the middle, by the way, that's our health. So most of our health is actually in the final bar, but ideally you don't want to take final bar damage, because if you run out of that, you immediately die. And the ship you're piloting is lost, and all hope is forlorn. Not really. But, you know. Definitely feels like that for exactly 10 minutes after you lose a ship. Here we are. Should wrap up this one. I'm not going to bother looting all these. It's not worth it. Maybe the ones that are close. Ooh. Free afterburner. Why not? Also, if you click to loot on something that's out of your range, it will just automatically try and fly you over there, which is nice and useful. I guess we will take everything. It looks like they've all just got one events. Okay. Agency and our career awaits. Okay, so what's that gonna do? Agent mission. Alright, so this shows us to the career agents tab. Brilliant. Well, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna select military, we're gonna set our destination, and we're gonna go do some tutorial missions. What this will do is this will highlight the gates that we want to jump through in yellow, and from there we can just click on them in the selected overview tab, and hey presto, we'll be able to move in that direction. But yeah, we want to go towards these tutorial things right at the start because they're better money than the level 1 missions that you'd have to do otherwise, and they give you better rewards. Right. So we are going to talk to this guy. It's telling us to do that here. You should double click on them. Hit accept. We want that railgun. Cool, it's just in this system. Right. So before we do anything else after we undock here, what we're going to do is we are going to open up this. That's where the mission thing comes up. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to open channels, and this is how you join any chat channel that you want to in Eve. What we're going to do is we're going to type in Z tag S overview, and this will bring up a, I'm sure, very confusing looking set of links. But what we're going to do is we're just going to hit Z-Tag S core, and then we're going to hit CS. Either of these is, any of those is fine, but I'm going to pick that one. What this does is this gives us a whole new extra list of stuff we can take a look at here. I don't care as much about angular velocity, but what this will do is this will this is our combat one, this is our travel one, then you've got some various other ones like things that will make it easier for us to find a warp out, things that let us see friendly people, etc, etc. And then we can just close that up and not worry about it. But that's super important just for making Eve a little easier to read. We are going to remove mobile depots by right clicking and just removing them though, because people use them for spam and I don't care to see them. Anyway, let's head off to this mission.
Active.
If this is how long most of the missions take, then we'll probably only get through most of them today. Like I said, I'm trying to do this in about, I'm trying to keep these streams about an hour and a bit long, because I think it'd be just interesting to see if you can like actually support PvP and PvE doing that just by playing like an hour a week. You know, no hours of grinding. Just make enough money to buy some T1 PvP ships, go lose them. Make more money to buy T1 PvP ships, go lose them. Basically what I did for the first 2 years of my EVE career anyway. Thanks, Silent. But yeah, we just complete this mission, we get ourselves an Atron. We get ourselves ISK. Oh, hell yeah. That's enough to buy some actual modules in a bit. Yeah. There's probably some point at which we should... Oh, hell. Okay, so if you want to just... Yeah, what we're going to do there is we're going to open the cargo hold of that other ship. But we're going to stay in the Atron. We also want to get all the modules off it. So we're going to right click, strip fitting. And what that will do is it will take all the guns off of it as well. And then we can just put what of those that we want on our little Atron here. So we're going to have... Oh god, this is an abomination of a fit. I feel sorry for anyone watching this. So we've got 2 blasters, a railgun, and an afterburner, and that is everything. Alright, but this next one will get us more guns. Good, okay. We'll be able to use a full set of the correct guns. Brilliant. And then next time we will have plenty to do. Because the whole wide world will be opened up in front of us. Hell yeah, now we get actual modules. Alright, so we're going to plug this in. That's going to make us train ever so slightly faster, so it's worth us getting. We don't have repair systems level 1. Right, did we get given that book? No. Okay, so we can't use repair systems. What do we need to... Where can I go and find that book in a place that isn't going to be very expensive? Okay. Are we there already? We are. Okay. Is that the cheapest version of it? It is. That's how you sort price, by the way. Right. We are going to make our first purchase. And we are going to get a repair systems book. So that we can start training how to use a repairing system. Actually, what we will do instead is we're gonna inject all of our skill points now. So that's what we get for being invited. No, this isn't going to be a pure missioning character. I don't like missioning a huge amount, but what we are going to do is we're going to just do everything on this one character. I'm going to go and make my ISK. I'm probably going to do exploration for a bit, but I also want to try some salvaging. I want to see if we can get money just from ninja looting. I might do ninja looting tomorrow, because that's always really fun when you're training. Just finding ways to make money that's faster than missions, really. Alright, we're just going to put in enough SP to get 2 levels here. It tells you how much to put in there. And that means we can turn this on, and now we can do some tanking. So we can take damage without probably dying. We'll complete that. Oh, can't complete it. Right. But no, if you have suggestions of things that we should look at, feel free to let me know in the future. But I don't really want to do mining because, oh my god, like, I don't think there are people who could watch a mining stream unless it's like 17 raw cores. And even then, you watch it for like 10 minutes to be like, wow, that's really impressive. And then you close it and just wonder what that person is doing with their life. Oh no, I'm locking up a wreck. I don't want to deal with that. Oh, the alarms. Jesus. It's been a while. I've had sound turned off for so long. But yeah, they're going to eventually get into our armor, which is what our armor repairer, shockingly enough, repairs. Yeah, for now we're just going to be casually going through the last couple of these missions. So we'll just tap this once and that should repair all the damage. Yeah, you can see that. So a lot of people probably panic when a lot of people try and aim to like have a cap stable fit, but realistically you don't need one of those until a lot later in the game. You can just kill stuff and then use that to reduce pressure on your tank. You don't need to be tanking at full capacity for all times. Unless you're in a very bad situation. Although there's obviously the advantage of not having to press buttons, which you definitely shouldn't discount.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Right, we are getting a little low on here, so we're going to keep an eye on this. This is your capacitor. I'm sure if you've played EVE you know what that is, but basically it's like your mana bar for any other MMO. And when that goes to empty, you can't do anything. So we're just going to spend some time killing this thing so we can actually move and catch up to these things, because they're faster than us when we're webbed. I think we had the option to put a web on the ship earlier on, and we just didn't. Because I'm mad. I'm bad. But it's okay. We have time to kill this. I hope we have time to kill this. Yeah, exactly, yeah. That's my excuse. I'm not actually a new bro. I'm role-playing as a new bro. Oh, we get to pod someone. Hell yes. That's all I want in my tutorial. I'm glad they're teaching new players that early. Always pod your opponents. That is an important lesson in life. Alright, so unfortunately it doesn't highlight the station here automatically. But what you can do is go to this drop down menu and we'll do it that way, because it's easier than scrolling through all this list, which is hard to read. Oh, have they put the whole like trade park thing in yet? Because I know they were gonna like make the model way cooler, weren't they? I've been seeing that for years, but it doesn't look like it's changed that much.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Sad boys. Alright, well, let's just Control A. Ooh, Control A. There we are. There we are. This is going to be our new home, Jitter 44. We're going to live out of here for a good while. So I guess this is a decent place to end the stream. If anyone has any final questions, feel free to leave them in chat. But if not, we're gonna call it quits. It's been about an hour and a half. Well, nearly 2 hours now, and I don't want to drag on the stream for too long. So I will see you again next Monday around this time, and we'll be going through. Yeah, the reason why I want to stage out of Jitter is because it's the place where we're going to get the best amount of money for selling our stuff that we collect. Because we're going to be collecting so much stuff that we're not going to be able to just sell it to a local mission market, ideally. And it's also a good place for us to buy stuff. If we wanted to mission, we'd go elsewhere though, definitely. And when will Stale Bongwater fly a super? I think from scratch, I could probably get in a super in about a year. I think that's reasonable. Like, probably not. I'd have to crab a lot more than I intend to, but we'll probably do that. But no, like, next Monday, you'll see me here. We'll be just doing this again. We'll do another hour and a half. And we'll just see how far we can get with a free-to-play character without getting any help from anyone. If you send this character, it will just be sent back to Jin'taan, and I'll pretend it didn't happen in the first place. Anyway, until next time, guys, thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate the support, and I'll see you around.